Alright guys, so if you guys didn't know, the Cookie Run Kingdom team has actually done their first official live stream featuring the upcoming updates for the rest of 2024 and some of the plans they have for 2025. It was almost a 2-hour live stream, so I'm going to break it down in this video with all of the information that is going to be, inside of the live stream, which was in Korean. I did see a lot of translations as well as, the summary breakdown within like different community channels, but this is going to be the one that I'm going to do for the entire thing because some of the stuff were kind of missing from some of the, summaries that I looked at, but because I'm Korean, I was able to listen to everything and kind of jot down all the notes that I was able to get from the entire live stream that I watched together through a live stream as well. All right, so let's get started with this. Just a couple of things that I wish the Cookie Run Kingdom team would do in the next live stream is that if they can possibly do a live stream in English as well. I don't know if they have anyone within the US or anybody within Korea who speaks English that are part of the Kingdom team. I know there's Micmac for something like Toa or Cookie Run Oven Break, so hopefully they can get one for Kingdom as well. If not, I'm here. But until then, I will be doing this, and the other, Kingdom YouTubers will be doing it. Just that, you guys know my face, you guys know my voice. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's get started. The first thing is that they do break this thing down into 3 different sections of the kind of content that they want to go over. One is going to be the direction of the updates and where they want to take it, some of the changes that they're going to be making and things like that. Number 2 is going to be the upcoming updates for 2024. So the rest of 2024 for October, November, as well as December. And then last one is going to be the plans and directions that they have for 2025. Feels like yesterday that we had White Lily come out for the 3rd anniversary, but 4th anniversary is already coming soon for this game. All right, so let's get started with the whole direction. So in the beginning, he kind of just talks about, how he started joining the team, the directions that he wanted to take it, and some of the lackluster, results that he was able to see because of the amount of time and effort that actually went into creating content and trying to just keep up with that. But he says that he's trying to make more of these communications through live streams possible for the team as well as for the viewers and players. So that is going to be happening, and he is focusing on strengthening the fundamentals of the game. To start that off, he talks about how, the guild boss battle, right, was the start of creating something based on the community's feedback. Of course, it took quite some time to do so, but it has happened, and it did become something that was a lot better than what we had, and it was it's a nice direction, and they are going to be changing more things the more and more time goes by. And within this video, he talks about a lot of the new stuff that are coming, and he talks about because of the fact that this game has been going on for more than 3 years, reaching almost towards that 4th year of service, he knows that there is going to be this quote-unquote inflation as well as power creep that is taking place for the game because of the fact that this is essentially a gacha game, and you do need to raise up and level up these cookies with resources. He knows that there are going to be things that are going to be hard for a lot of players to catch up on. So he is trying to, or the team is trying to make it so that, this is going to become a little less of a burden for most of the players. All right. So that the basic fundamentals are still there and allows for a easier and fun gameplay as well. All right, and to start that off, he does talk about the introduction of the team actually increasing the overall rates of cookies. All right, so the Epic Plus cookies are going to have a higher percentage inside of the gacha. All right, so if you guys look, the first direction that the team actually took it is that during the update for Stormbringer as well as Wind Archer, we actually did get a quote-unquote free copy. And this is not a free copy from the pity. This is actually from an event where for Stormbringer, you just log in for about, I believe it was 10 days. And then for Wind Archer, you had to log in for 7 days with a lot of different missions. But essentially, these were free copies that were excluded from the pity copy that you got from doing 250 pulls. All right, and additional to that, during the September update, they actually added more of the Gacha Fate and, ways for you to obtain Mystic Flower as well as Dark Cacao Awaken, because these two cookies are essentially like the strongest cookies right now, but people who missed out on the events as well as the update were not able to really have a good enough way to obtain these cookies except from the gacha. All right, so that's why they were trying to add more ways for players to gain and obtain these cookies. Of course, it's not 100% free or super easy or anything like that, but he wanted a way for players, and the team wanted a way for players to at least have something, right, that is better than just mindlessly trying to pull within gacha with that ridiculous percentage. So with that, they do promise that on the October update, they are trying to add a system where the cookies with the higher rarity inside of their special banner, I believe is what they're saying, is going to be increased. So with the new upcoming banner for most likely, Burning Spice, with the upcoming banner for Golden Cheese Awaken, they're going to increase the overall chance for these cookies to come out. All right, so that also most likely includes the Gacha Fate as well as the legendary gachas and things like that. We'll have to see if it increases overall for the overall gacha, but that's what we have and the direction that they're trying to take it, because yes, with more and more legendaries, more and more ancients coming out, more and more of these higher rarity comes out, their overall percentage stays the same, but the chance of obtaining that specific cookie decreases because they have to share that percentage with so many different cookies. All right, so they are trying to make it so that is going to be a lot easier, a lot better for the players. And additional to that, the Awaken version of Golden Cheese was confirmed to come out for November update, and it is going to be 100% free attainable. And that means that it's not going to be through the 250 pity, but through the missions as well as like something like login events that we had for something like Stormbringer as well as Wind Archer. All right, so it is confirmed that Golden Cheese Awaken is going to be coming out for November after Burning Spice. And additional to that, we are going to be promised release of epic cookies. At least one every single month is what they are planning, as well as more of the costume coming out, epic costumes, so that you are able to get them through the the shop as well. Release of Nutmeg Tiger as well as Smoked Cheese is going to be coming out. So Smoked Cheese is not a super epic, going to be an epic cookie. So Nutmeg Tiger is releasing in October with Burning Spice, as well as Smoked Cheese is going to be releasing with Golden Cheese Awaken in November. So they are going to play a pretty important part inside of the story, as what the director has said. And in addition to that, we have new epic cookies costumes coming out for someone like Sorbet, Peppermint, Frill Jellyfish, and more, most likely for the month of October through November. All right, so we do have that, and the really big thing that was introduced is going to be the concept design for Moonlight Cookie as well as Frost Queen Cookie's costume that is going to be coming out in December. All right, so for the winter update, they are most likely planning this out. This is still a concept design for the costume, so it's going to look something like this, but not exactly like this, just to keep that in mind. After so many years of waiting, Frost Queen is finally going to be receiving her first costume, and it is going to be a legendary costume. And they did say they're trying to put it so that the duplicates, when we get two legendary costumes at the same time, something like Sea Fairy and Moonlight, we had it, there were times when a lot of duplicates would come out, so like Moonlight duplicate, and then later we'll finally get Sea Fairy, and then the banner will be closed. But I think they're trying to put it so that no duplicates are going to come out. So once you do get one of the legendaries, the other legendary, if you get another legendary costume, will be guaranteed, so that you don't have to deal with duplicates every single time. All right, but really, really nice design, really, really nice concept, and excited for it, as well as more concept designs for the release of 2025. This does say it is going to be a special costume, all right, for the early 2025. They do say that it is going to be starting, all right, at least these special costumes are going to be starting with Ginger Brave, Sea Fairy, as well as Wind Archer. Most likely Moonlight and Fire Spirit will follow afterwards. Okay, and then now after that, they are trying to optimize the the production side of things. All right, so with 3 years and 9 months of the service happening, there has been production side that kind of becomes burdensome for a lot of the players. So now they're trying to add it so that it gets easier for a lot of the players. And with it, they are adding in the month of November. Okay, this is going to be coming out in the month of November. New and changed Rainbow Shell Gallery, so that a lot of the items are going to be focused on the newer things. So as you guys can see, we do see the Radiant Biscuit Dough actually being added to it, so that is going to be changing as well. And additional to that, the Trade Harbor. So they're actually adding a second part to it, which is going to be a coin shop where you're able to buy specific materials, all right, or production materials that you would need to use it for like the Tree of Wishes or the train. So you're able to buy these with coins, allowing you to not waste your time waiting for these productions to be made, and just buy them and then send them off to your trains and things like that. Additional to that, they are adding so that you are able to have a higher level production and making it easier to group up these materials, produce them once, and then come back later and just kind of collect them all at the same time. That just makes life easier. Not everybody is going to be logging into the game every like hour or so, so that is going to be something that's going to be really, really good. Additional to that, they are adding the resident toppings to the crystal shop. Now they're going to be adding the resident toppings in order to allow players to get these toppings if they missed out on it during that current update. So you're able to buy these so that you have them, you have a better chance of getting better topping substats for these cookies that are still being used. Additional to that, in the arena shop, they're adding the Radiant Biscuit Dough and inside of the the Rainbow Shell Gallery. Additional to that, with the new update that is going to be coming out for November, they're going to be adding ways for you to obtain legendary biscuits. So if you play certain amount of times or you spend certain amount of like stamina jellies, it seems like right here for this one, the juicy stamina jelly, then you get a guaranteed legendary biscuit. All right, so that is going to be coming out. So these two right here, for the resident topping as well as the biscuit dough, that's going to be coming out in October. This one right here for the legendary biscuit is scheduled for November. Also, for the 4th anniversary, which is going to be coming out for January of 2025, they're going to be coming out with some upgrades for the Hall of Ancient Heroes. So I think from the live stream, what I've heard, right, it wasn't really included and it wasn't really confirmed, but he's trying to add ways for players to not have to spend a bunch of skill powders. Most likely he's going to add ways for the levels of the skill to actually increase as well, additional to the levels of the cookies. So that is going to be really, really nice. All right, and then now moving on to the next one is going to be some content optimization and strengthening of the contents inside of the game, because content is everything, right? For a live service game, content needs to constantly come out in order for the game to stay relevant and for players to still want to play the game. So starting with the new update, all right, that is going to be coming out in December, is going to be the new game mode. This is going to be temporary, and of course they're going to test out these things, see the feedbacks and what the players like and don't like about the game mode, and then they're going to optimize it and bring it back possibly as a permanent one if it's really, really good, or just add ways to change it and make different game modes throughout different updates. And that's going to be the new Epic Mayhem or something like that. All right, this game mode is going to only allow you to use one super epic, because they're still quote-unquote epics, as well as the rest of them is going to be filled with epic cookies. And with it, he did promise that more balances and upgrades are going to take place for epic cookies as well as super epic cookies, so that they become more relevant. And this is going to be a really, really good game mode in my opinion, because a lot of the epic cookies right now, even though they have some places that they can be used, especially like guild boss battle and stuff, but only certain ones are used for the arena right now, including someone like Financier, as well as sometimes Wildberry, and that is like literally almost it. All right, rest of them are like specials and then ancients, legendaries, and stuff like that. So I think it's really going to allow more comps and more strategies and more thinking to actually take place for this game mode. And additional to this, they're planning to add another game mode that is going to include like very small limitations of the game. So right now inside of the arena, there's limitations like you can only have 3 or less ancient, legendary, or dragon, and then 1 beast cookie. But they are trying to kind of get rid of those restrictions, allow you to have as many as you want, total of like 7 cookies. So that is going to be something that's going to cause some mayhem. All right, so we'll see how this one takes place, but those are going to be some of the new game modes that they are thinking about adding. And some arena optimization is going to be, they're going to add a arena skip or battle skipping, and they are adding so that they can get rid of some of the visual effects right now for the game, because it can get super laggy for a lot of the devices. So starting with the enemy animation, they're going to add a way to turn that off, and also turn off some of the buffs and debuffs as well, because that can get pretty hectic as well. Additional to that, of course, they are changing up the arena metal shop as well, so that is going to be taking place. All right, additional to that, they have talked about my cookie contents as well, and adding and strengthening those contents. They are planning to add more ways of actually enjoying contents using your my cookies, because it can get pretty fun. And like the beanstalk one, it was a good little mini game that they added. Of course, the more and more time goes by, it can get repetitive, it can get dull and stale, but it's not bad. It was really fun in the beginning, and that's the kind of direction that they want to take these things, so that we have new things that just people are able to do here and there once those updates do come out. All right, and then now more of the in-game, all right, play events or play contents or playable contents that are going to be within the game. So they are adding more events, playable events that are going to be coming out for the October update. They are going to be putting on events where you have to find hidden objects, or it's kind of like Finding Waldo, a version of that. They're adding a revised and upgraded version of the mining game that we had with Mozzarella Cookies update. They're also adding, so they have an event where you go and clear specific stages within the world exploration, and you're able to get rewards. And it does look like from these chests you have chances of getting like the cookie cutters for the Gacha of Fate, Radiant Biscuit doughs, and all those other stuff. And in November update, they are having a chest update where like you're going to verse and battle different enemies, and then you're able to obtain chests in the end and probably have different rewards, as well as a golden bell system or mini game for the My Cookie side of things, so the town square side of things. And in December, they are adding adding more stages to the cake tower that has kind of been neglected. All right, so that is going to be something that is going to be taking place for the content side of things. And then after that, they do talk about the Chinese server of the game. So if you guys didn't know, Cookie Run Kingdom has a Chinese server that is a little bit different than the global one, but still all the concepts and stuff like that, the basic builds are designed by the original creators of Cookie Run, so Dev Sisters, and then they collab with the Chinese companies so that it suits the the community for China, right? Their player base. So now with the servers having been run for a while now, they are trying to put ways so that the things that are included in the Chinese server, they will try to bring to the global side, because there are things that are actually better inside of the Chinese server compared to the global one. So they're trying to add that, and we'll see how that takes place. All right, additional to that, some changes that they're bringing. So in the October update, they are going to be changing the UIs for the gacha, because it can get pretty hectic with all the new banners and stuff that are coming out. So they are trying to change the UI. They are adding the corner system for the walls for the decorating of your kingdom side. So that's going to be coming out in November. And in November, they're also adding changes to the Kingdom Pass and production side of things, so that productions and building can be a bit faster. So they're going to reduce some of the times, but it's going to get even faster for the people who actually buy the Kingdom Pass, as well as extra rewards and bonuses that are going to be taking place as well. So that is going to be the thing. Now, going into the second part is going to be the direction of the updates coming for 2024. So we have 3 months left, right? So starting with October is going to be the second Beast Burning Spice, as well as the new Beast episode, which is going to be right over here, episode 5. And with it, we did get to see the new little teaser trailer video for Burning Spice. It looked absolutely awesome. And with it, in the October update, we are going to be having the new Beast Raid. And it is a little bit different this time around because they have added new systems. So let's get into more details on the Beast Raid. So if you guys actually look at the video right now, you're gonna be able to see that, you know, there are part breaking that is going to be actually taking place. So you can see like the chest piece of the beast actually does like break and things. So he talked about how there's going to be different parts you break, and then it's going to allow the beast to take more damage, and these specific parts are going to have specific elements they're weak to. So having 3 different teams with different elements focused on it is going to definitely help out for you to actually break these parts faster, clear the raid a little bit faster as well. And then if you guys look at it right here, you have different parts, and then once you do break all the parts, they go into this kind of like this phase where you're able to hit the enemies for a bit more damage as well. And it does look like, if you guys look on the side, there are special skills it seems like you're able to also possibly use. All right, and for the month of October, it's going to be coming out from easy all the way up to, I believe, expert. And then in November, master mode is going to be coming out. And additional to that, we do have some more rewards. So this time around, they did make the rewards a little bit easier. At least that's what they said. So that, you know, people who still participate, even if they are not able to clear like hard mode or expert mode or master mode, are still able to just kind of come in, log in, do some of the raids, and still obtain these rewards, because it was pretty hard for the Mystic Flower Beast raid, right? And with it, you have like the Resident Dog Beings, new biscuits for the fire type as well as the earth type that is coming out, and then you know, my cookie decoration or the icings as well that is going to be coming out. So those are going to be some of the new things that they have added. And month of October, these are all the new changes and updates that are going to be taking place. So we have the new event for the specific episodes where it grants chests, the finding hidden objects inside of images. We have the new water elements banner, which is going to be coming out, including Crimson Coral, as well as something like Frill Jellyfish, Captain Caviar, as well as Peppermint. We have the increasing rates of Epic Plus cookies. We have the new UI changes for the gacha. We have Burning Spice, you know, icing for the My Cookie side. We have the new changed mining event as well as new costumes. All right, so those are going to be coming out. And in the month of November, the master mode, all right, for Beast Raid is going to be coming out. So you can see kind of like the whole background changed. The beast has also changed as well. And with it, we actually do have the release of Golden Cheese Awakened. So we don't have the entire image yet, just the silhouette of it, but it is again 100% free to obtain, as well as the release of smoked cheese as an epic cookie. And additional to that, we do have the little boss event as well. So kind of like how we had for the dumpling one. In month of November, a lot of different things are actually happening. So inside of the Beast episode, it seems like Beast Yeast side of things, you're able to obtain the awakened, all right, soul stones or soul prisms now for golden cheese as well as dark cacao once you finish certain episodes. All right, and then also they are decreasing the building time for a lot of the buildings, because sometimes like from, I think, kingdom level like 14 to 15 costs like almost 3 months or something like that. So it takes a long time to decrease. So they're going to try to decrease that. Kingdom Pass changes, the biscuit, legendary biscuit events. They are going to add the new Gacha of Fate, which is going to be for Burning Spice as well as Golden Cheese, the Awakened Golden Cheese, and that is going to be a separate side. So you still have the one for Mystic Flower and Dark Cacao as well. New icings that are going to come out for the theme of Golden Cheese. We have the Golden Bell system, the boxes or the chest event. We have the new changes coming out for the Trade Harbor, the coin side of things. Changes coming out for the Rainbow Shell Gallery, new production, as well as the corner system for the decoration. And then they also do share the concepts of the new epic cookies that are going to be coming out for, it does say November. So it seems like it most likely will be for end of November leading towards December, where the new arena concepts are going to come out, and they are going to be themed with like futuristic arena and Coliseum style thing. All right, so that is going to be taking place. And then in December, they're going to be adding the new game modes for the arena. They're going to be adding some quality of life changes for the arena as well. And then the two new costumes for the legendaries, Moonlight as well as Frost Queen. And then with that, we're also getting the new tower levels as well. We also do have the new mini games coming out for the town square and the winter theme for the town square as well. All right, so that is going to be the upcoming updates for for the rest of the year of 2024. Now with the 2025, they have shared a lot of different planning and things that has been confirmed. And with it, the 4th anniversary coming out in 2025. So January of 2025, we have Shadow Milk Cookie actually joining in. So the 3rd beast that has been confirmed is going to be no other than Shadow Milk. So people who thought, including myself, who thought, Shadow Milk is going to be the last beast to come out. Nope, wrong. We have it as 3rd beast, and with Eternal Sugar and Silent Salt coming out in the rest of the 2025 as well. All right, so we do have that, and they are trying to do more offline events as well. Hopefully they do more of those out of country as well, so outside of South Korea, so that we have some chances like people in the US like myself. And with it, they also do say in 2026 they're going to be releasing Dark Enchantress. So with it, actually they're going to make sure or try to finish the beast side of the story by 2025. So before they reach that 5th anniversary, the plan is to actually finish the whole thing of the beast side, the beastie side of things, all right, in the year of 2025, starting with Shadow Milk. And with that, the thing that the director actually promised is that within the year of 2025, these are a couple of the things that they did promise that will take place. All right, the things that are going to take place. Number one thing, all right, so if you guys look at the the screen right now, then you're able to see the list right here, the things that they're going to try to add, and that was promised is going to be number 1, the production side, the optimization of production within the kingdom side of things. Additional to that, they're going to add island decoration, which is going to be a place where you're able to go and decorate a small island themed based on what you want to do. So basically adding and expanding the side of things where you're able to add more decorations. They're going to also be adding the mine. So if you guys go to the right corner of the game, you still have that mine that was, talked about for 3 years. Still haven't come out. They're going to release it in the year of 2025. Also, additional to that, they're adding Champions League and more guild contents as well, including possibly guild wars. There was a lot of content that were included inside of the dev now, but now they're going to be adding it, and they did say they're going to add it for 2025, as well as My Cookie Combats as well, or in their words, My Cookie Adventure is what they said is the concept that they're trying to add, and I will show you guys the videos for that. All right, so if you guys go for the 4th anniversary, this is going to be the story based on going to the base of Shadow Milk is basically what is going to be taking place, and you can see pure vanilla and the theme of Shadow Milk as well. So that is going to be coming out for the 4th anniversary. With it, we also do have My Cookie, My Island. So what I talked about, you can decorate the little island that you have, all right, taking the ship from the harbor, right? You're able to go to this island and decorate it as the way you want it. And they did share a couple ideas, like they're gonna make it so that it could interact with other players within this island and do other things as well. So we'll see how that takes place. And also they do have this new concept of My Cookie Adventure, all right, where it's going to allow you to control basically the RPG style of gameplay that they promised or they kind of showed within the dev now. They're gonna add it here, and they do have like a concept design of it where you're able to control your My Cookie and then go and basically kill the monsters and attack it. And they did say that they're gonna add skills as well. This is a very, very, very simple concept design of what they have so far, so don't think that's gonna be the final product. In addition to that, they do have the new coupon code as well, Kingdom Live 2409. It seems like it's for September 2024. The only thing is that this coupon does seem to expire very, very soon in early October. I think October 2nd or 4th. I can't be too sure on that. So if you're watching this video, please just claim it right away. If you guys don't know how to claim it, just go to Google, search up Cookie Run Kingdom, code redeem, put in your dev play account and then your coupon code, and you're good to go. All right, just make sure you can verify that thing. If you can't verify, there's some times where you can't just claim it as well. So that is pretty much going to be it. A long video. So if you guys stuck around till the very end, thank you guys so much. I hope I kind of broke down everything that has taken place. I know that there's a lot of summary videos out there with a lot of text, but some people do like listening to it rather than having to read it for so long. So hopefully that helps out. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the direction that they're having. Again, they are trying to have more live streams, and they're gonna have one before the 4th anniversary actually comes out as well. Maybe hopefully more before that as well. But that's going to be it. Again, I hope that they do some of these things for the EN side of the community, because at least in English, a lot more people could actually understand as well. Even if English is not their first language, you know, it's going to be a better way for them to at least communicate with the overseas players. All right, but yeah, we'll see how this takes place. But at least I will do my part in translating and sharing the important information with you guys. And I'm sure, again, there's a lot of players within the community that are Korean that can speak both English and Korean as well, and they're already translating and things like that. I'm just doing that for the video side of things. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys being here, watching the whole thing. If you guys didn't, please hit that like button as well, and I will catch you guys all on the next video. Thanks for watching.